Hey guys, Tegan here from Blue Sense Digital, and in this video I want to run through the limited by budget status notification that you often get in Google Ads and our thoughts around this. So just to minimize my face here and dive straight into it. So firstly, previously, our opinion on this limited by budget recommendation is simply just Google getting you to spend more within your accounts. But after after one of our team members speaking to a Google rep the other day, it was more that the spend gets throttled towards the end of the day through that campaign because the campaign's actually spent through all of your spend at the beginning of the day. So just to reference here, we've got a campaign open over here and we've segmented by time and then hour of the day to see the distribution of spend across the day. Now, as you can see here, at 6 in the morning, we're spending about 113, and that goes up to about 280, 240 on average by 10, 11 in the morning. And that kind of holds at roughly $120 to $150 right up until 3 p.m. And then at 3 p.m., that drops down to $70, $80 per hour, and then drops off almost completely at about 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. So just looking on the front here, or on the front end of the ads, or on the front end of the campaign here, it does look like spend is getting throttled towards the end of the day. But a good comparison to make is running the same analysis on the Shopify side to see if sessions on the back end actually match up with this spend distribution on the Google side. So just opening the sessions report in Shopify here, as you can see here, very similar distribution of sessions across the store in comparison to Google Ads. Just to reference, this store does have quite a lot of organic traffic as well, which should give us a much better analysis or much better breakdown of what the average customer behavior is like, and not just simply this is not just simply a reflection of the sessions coming from Google Ads. So just to reference here, at 6 a.m. in the morning, that's kind of when everything picks up from a traffic perspective, and that holds very strongly all the way up until about 8 p.m. at night, where that drops off reasonably significantly after that all the way to midnight. So in terms of this limited by budget notification on the Google Ads front, it does seem like the campaign is getting throttled in terms of its spend, particularly towards the end of the day, and it may be worth pushing more spend into this campaign. So this is more just something to be aware of if you are getting this notification or if a client asks you about this. Now, one thing I do want to recommend here is when increasing budget, specifically in a shopping campaign, I'd highly recommend that you keep an eye on your average cost per click with any budget increase that you make, because a lot of the time what Google will do when you make a budget increase is simply just increase your average cost per click, and you'll actually end up just paying more for the same amount of traffic getting pushed over to your website, which is obviously not the greatest use of your spend, and you don't actually see an incremental increase in the amount of traffic that you're driving with a budget increase. You just see an increase in the price that you're paying per click. So that's something I'd highly recommend keeping an eye on if you are in this position. Also, what we've tried is if you want to redistribute spend more evenly across the different hours of the day within the campaign, you can, number one, if you're running a conversion-based campaign, put a more restrictive TCPA or target cost per acquisition on that campaign. If you're running a conversion value-based bidding campaign, you can put a more aggressive target ROAS or target return on ad spend on that campaign, and that should distribute your spend more evenly throughout the day from what we've seen. If you still can't get that right and you want to kind of exclude different hours of the day, there is this ad schedule section down over here where you can essentially set when you want your campaign to spend and when you want to turn your campaign off, etc. So for the brand search, let's say for example, you wanted to run from this time to this time, etc. And you can add different days to suit what you'd like. You can obviously come and fiddle around with this. So that's everything I wanted to mention. Hopefully that was a help. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments below and we'll get back to you there. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.